Following is the organization of the Soviet Air Forces on May 1, 1945. Leningrad Front. 15th Air Army. Courland Group of Forces. 5th Bomber Corps, 4th, 5th Guards Bomber Divisions. 14th Fighter Corps, 185th, 315th Fighter Divisions. Other units: 284th, 313th Night Bomber Divisions. 214th, 225th, 305th Assault Aviation Divisions. 99th Guards Reconnaissance Regiment. 187th Fire Correction Regiment. 699th Transport Regiment. 97th Regiment of the Civil Air Fleet. 87th Night Bomber Squadron. 336th Fighter Division. 1639th, 1683rd, 1685th Anti-Aircraft Aviation Regiment. Subordinated units and groups: 1003rd Independent Evacuation Aviation Regiment. 281st Ground Attack Division. 275th Fighter Division. 13th Reconnaissance Regiment. 199th Aviation Signals Regiment. 1583rd, 1674th Anti-Aircraft Regiment. 3rd Belarusian Front. 1st Air Army, 276th Bomber Division. 182nd, 277th, 311th Ground Attack Divisions. 129th, 130th, 303rd, 330th Fighter Divisions. 213th Night Bomber Division. 406th Night Bomber Regiment. 10th, 90th Reconnaissance Regiments. 117th, 151st Fire Correction Reconnaissance Regiments. 142nd Transport Regiment. 1st Independent Evacuation Regiment. 354th Signals Regiment. 1st French Air Regiment. 1551st, 1552nd, 1553rd, 1665th, 1602nd, 1608th Anti-Aircraft Artillery Regiment. 3rd Air Army, 5th Guards, 190th Fighter Divisions. 3rd Guards Bomber Division. 314th Night Bomber Divisions. 211th, 335th Ground Attack Divisions. 259th Fighter Division. 6th Guards Evacuation Regiment. 11th Reconnaissance Regiment. 206th Fire Correction Regiment. 763rd Transport Regiment. 87th Independent Evacuation Regiment. 399th Signals Regiment. 1556th, 1557th, 1558th, 1604th Anti-Aircraft Artillery Regiment. 2nd Belarusian Front. 994th Signals Regiment operating in conjunction with the 5th Guards Tank Army. 4th Air Army, 5th Bomber Corps, 132nd, 327th Bomber Divisions. 4th Ground Attack Corps, 196th, 199th Bomber Divisions. 8th Fighter Corps, 215th, 323rd Fighter Divisions. Other units: 230th, 233rd, 260th, 332nd Ground Attack Divisions. 229th, 269th, 309th, 329th Fighter Division. 325th Night Bomber Division. 47th, 164th Guards Reconnaissance Regiment. 204th, 209th Fire Correction Regiments. 213th Independent Evacuation Regiment. 184th Signals Regiment, 844th Transport Regiment, 69th Civil Air Fleet Regiment, 1550th, 1559th, 1584th, 1601st, 1606th, 1607th, 1655th Anti-Air Regiments, 1st Belarusian Front, 191st Guards Signals Regiment operating in conjunction with the 1st Guards Tank Army, 16th Air Army 3rd Bomber Corps 183rd, 241st, 301st Bomber Divisions, 6th Bomber Corps 113th, 326th, 334th Bomber Divisions, 6th Ground Attack Corps 197th, 198th Bomber Divisions, 9th Ground Attack Corps 3rd Guards, 300th Bomber Divisions, 1st Guards Fighter Corps 3rd and 4th Guards Fighter Divisions, 3rd Fighter Corps 265th, 278th Fighter Divisions, 6th Fighter Corps 234th, 273rd Fighter Divisions, 13th Fighter Corps 193rd, 283rd Fighter Divisions. Other units 188th, 221st Bomber Divisions, 2nd, 11th Guards Bomber Divisions, 1st Guards, 240th, 282nd, 286th Fighter Divisions, 9th Guards, 242nd Night Bomber Divisions, 176th Guards Fighter Regiment, 16th, 72nd Reconnaissance Regiments, 93rd, 98th Fire Correction Regiments, 226th Transport Regiment, 62nd Guards Civil Air Fleet Regiment, 325th, 1560th, 1581st, 1597th, 1609th, 1610th, 1611th, 1612th, 1974th Anti-Air Regiments. Subordinated units and groups: 6th Independent Evacuation Regiment, 919th Signals Regiment, 1st Ukrainian Front, 372nd Signals Regiment operating in conjunction with the 3rd Guards Tank Army, 1002nd Mixed Regiment, 2nd Air Army 4th Bomber Corps 202nd, 219th Bomber Divisions, 6th Guards Bomber Corps 1st, 8th Guards Bomber Divisions, 1st Guards Ground Attack Corps 8th, 9th Guards Bomber Divisions, 2nd Guards Ground Attack Corps 5th, 6th Guards Bomber Divisions, 3rd Ground Attack Corps 307th, 308th Bomber Divisions, 181st Fighter Division, 2nd Fighter Corps 7th Guards, 322nd Fighter Divisions, 5th Fighter Corps 8th Guards, 256th Fighter Divisions, 6th Guards Fighter Corps 9th, 22nd, 23rd Guards Fighter Divisions, 11th, 12th Guards Fighter Divisions, 208th Night Bomber Division, 193rd Guards Reconnaissance Regiment, 118th, 203rd Fire Correction Regiments, 228th Transport Regiment, 4th Independent Evacuation Regiment, 23rd Regiment of the Civil Air Fleet, 1554th, 1555th, 1561st, 1577th, 1582nd, 1605th, 1613th, 1680th Anti-Aircraft Artillery Regiment, 4th Ukrainian Front, 8th Air Army 8th Assault Air Corps 224th, 227th Assault Aviation Division, 10th Fighter Air Corps 10th, 15th Guards Fighter Aviation Division, 321st Bomber Aviation Division, 8th Reconnaissance Aviation Regiment, 100th Fire Correction Reconnaissance Aviation Regiment, 678th Transportation Aviation Regiment, 212th Independent Evacuation Aviation Regiment, 200th Aviation Signals Regiment, 87th Guards Aviation Regiment of Civil Air Fleet, 1578th 1603th 1682nd Air Defense Artillery Regiment, 2nd Ukrainian Front, 6th Guards Tank Army 207 GRD, Air SIGs, Rect. Formations and units subordinate to Front Authority 85, 1001 IND, Evac, Air Rect, 714 Air SIGs, Rect. 5th Air Army 3 GRD, Shturmovoy Air Corps, 5 Shturmovoy Air Corps, 3 GRD, Fighter Air Corps, 218 Bomb, Air DIV, 312 Night Bomb, Air DIV, 6 GRD, 279, 331 Fighter Air DIV, 511 Recon, Air Rect, 207 Fire Correct, Recon, Air Rect, 95 Transport, Air Rect, 44 Air Rect, of Civil Air Fleet, 3rd Ukrainian Front, 17th Air Army 10 Shturmovoy Air Corps, 244 Bomb, Air DIV, 189 Shturmovoy Air DIV, 194, 288, 295 Fighter Air DIV, 262 Night Bomb, Air DIV, 39 Recon, Air Rect, 96 Fire Correct, Recon, Air Rect, 227 Transport, Air Rect, 3 IND, Evac, Air Rect, 282 Air SIGs, Rect, 1614, 1615, 1654, 1676, 1975 AAA Rect, Air Group of General Major Vitruk 10 GRD, Shturmovoy Air DIV, 236 Fighter Air DIV, Long Range Aviation, 1 Guards Bomber Air Corps, 2 Guards Bomber Air Corps, 3 GRD, Bomb, Air Corps, 4 GRD, Bomb, Air Corps, 45 Bomb, Air DIV, 56 Long Range Fighter Air DIV, Air Defense Forces for State Territory. A note regarding the use, patrol area of, the actual term used in the Russian OOB is objekty, which literally means objects. However, in the military sense it can mean structures and targets. One possible interpretation that can be offered to better define the use in English is that the meaning here is of the actual area of responsibility of the unit in terms of installations, facilities, logistic networks and other possible locations that an enemy may select to attack. In this sense, the meaning is more an area-related definition than a specific location, describing the operational activity of the air unit within the realm of its responsibilities. Western Front PVO 2nd Corps PVO Patrol Area of Leningrad Front 106 Fighter Air DIV, 124 Fighter Air DIV, 441 Fighter Air Rect. 5th Corps PVO Patrol Area of 1st Belarusian Front 826 Fighter Air Rect, 148 Fighter Air DIV, 320 Fighter Air DIV, 13th Corps PVO Patrol Area of Belarusian Lithuanian Military District 125 Fighter Air DIV, 14th Corps PVO Patrol Area of Belarusian Lithuanian Military District 328 Fighter Air DIV, 79th Division PVO Patrol Area of Belarusian Lithuanian Military District 144 Fighter Air DIV, 495 Fighter Air Rect. 82nd Division PVO Patrol Area of 1st Belarusian Front 36 Fighter Air DIV, Southwestern Front PVO 7th Corps PVO Patrol Area of Kiev and Kharkov Military Districts 9 Fighter Air Corps 8th Corps PVO Patrol Area of Lvov Military District 10 Fighter Air Corps 9th Corps PVO Patrol Area of 2nd Ukrainian Front 141 Fighter Air DIV 12th Corps PVO Patrol Area of 2nd Ukrainian Front 2 GRD Fighter Air DIV 743 Fighter Air Rect 85th Division PVO Patrol Area of Kharkov and Odessa Military Districts Independent Coastal Army 126 Fighter Air DIV 86th Division PVO Patrol Area of Odessa Military District 123 Fighter Air DIV 88th Division PVO Patrol Area of 1st Ukrainian Front 310 Fighter Air DIV Front formations and units in Patrol Area of Moscow Military District 127 Fighter Air DIV Central Front PVO Leningrad Air Defense Army Patrol Area of Leningrad Front 2 GRD Fighter Air Corps Moscow PVO Forces 1st PVO Fighter Air Army Patrol Area of Central Front PVO 104 Fighter Air DIV 122 Fighter Air DIV 142 Fighter Air DIV 317 Fighter Air DIV 318 Fighter Air DIV 319 Fighter Air DIV Patrol Area of Coastal PVO Army of Far East Front 147 Fighter Air DIV Patrol Area of Amur Air Defense Army of Far East and Front 149 Fighter Air DIV Patrol Area of Transbaikal PVO Zone of Transbaikal Front 297 Fighter Air DIV Independent PVO formations and units of the country 99th Division PVO Patrol Area of Transcaucasian Front 298 Fighter Air DIV Baku Air Defense Army Patrol Area of Transcaucasian Front 8 Fighter Air Corps STAVKA Reserve of Military High Command 7th Air Army 280th Assault Aviation Division 257th Fighter Aviation Division 324th Fighter Aviation Division 80th Short Range Bomber Aviation Regiment 114th Guards Long Range Aviation Regiment 679th Night Bomber Aviation Regiment 716th Night Bomber Aviation Regiment 118th Reconnaissance Aviation Squadron 119th Reconnaissance Aviation Squadron 1599th Anti-Aircraft Artillery Regiment 14th Air Army 107th Separate Signals Aviation Regiment 30th Civil Air Fleet Aviation Regiment 18th Air Army 73rd Auxiliary Long Range Aviation Regiment 742nd Long Range Reconnaissance Aviation Regiment Reserve Front 81st Medical Evacuation Aviation Regiment 121st Separate Signal Aviation Regiment Independent formations and units of reserve of STAVKA Military High Command 114th Fighter Aviation Regiment 9th Guards Bomber Aviation Corps 19th Guards Bomber Aviation Division 20th Guards Bomber Aviation Division 21st Guards Bomber Aviation Division 7th Assault Aviation Corps 206th Assault Aviation Division 289th Assault Aviation Division Military Districts Moscow Military District 2nd Special Destination Aviation Division 4th Special Destination Aviation Division 10th Guards Bomber Aviation Regiment 860th Bomber Aviation Regiment 252nd Separate Signal Aviation Regiment 396th Separate Signal Aviation Regiment 918th Separate Signal Aviation Regiment 852nd Ferry Aviation Regiment 853rd Ferry Aviation Regiment 856th Ferry Aviation Regiment 75th Corrective Aviation Squadron White Sea Military District 261st Assault Aviation Division 16th Guards Fighter Aviation Division 108th Reconnaissance Aviation Squadron, Belarusian-Lithuanian Military District 272nd Fighter Aviation Regiment 2nd Medical Aviation Regiment, Oral Military District 1000th Assault Aviation Regiment 857th Transport Aviation Regiment, Kiev Military District 15th Guards Assault Aviation Division 245th Assault Aviation Regiment 51st Fighter Aviation Regiment 3rd Transport Aviation Regiment, Lvov Military District 5th Medical Aviation Regiment, Odessa Military District 48th Guards Reconnaissance Aviation Regiment 222nd Ferry Aviation Regiment, Kharkov Military District 620th Assault Aviation Regiment 254th Fighter Aviation Regiment 896th Fighter Aviation Regiment 926th Fighter Aviation Regiment, Volga Military District 220th Mixed Aviation Regiment 217th Assault Aviation Regiment 221st Ferry Aviation Regiment 850th Ferry Aviation Regiment, 851st Ferry Aviation Regiment. Inactive fronts: Transcaucasus Front Subordinated Units and Groups 492 Stone Assault Aviation Regiment, 25th Fighter Aviation Regiment, 167th Fighter Aviation Regiment, 149th Reconnaissance Aviation Squadron, 335th Long Range Reconnaissance Aviation Squadron, Central Asian Military District 333rd Assault Aviation Division, 238th Fighter Aviation Division, 15th Reconnaissance Aviation Squadron, Siberian Military District 9th Ferry Aviation Regiment, Transbaikal Front 12th Air Army 30th Bomber Aviation Division, 247th Bomber Aviation Division, 248th Assault Aviation Division, 316th Assault Aviation Division, 245th Fighter Aviation Division, 246th Fighter Aviation Division, 12th Reconnaissance Aviation Regiment, 23rd Heavy Bomber Aviation Squadron, 40th Corrective Aviation Squadron, 41st Corrective Aviation Squadron, 144th Independent Anti-Aircraft Artillery Battery, 145th Independent Anti-Aircraft Artillery Battery, 146th Independent Anti-Aircraft Artillery Battery, 147th Independent Anti-Aircraft Artillery Battery, 148th Independent Anti-Aircraft Artillery Battery, 149th Independent Anti-Aircraft Artillery Battery, 150th Independent Anti-Aircraft Artillery Battery, Far Eastern Front 10th Air Army 83rd Bomber Aviation Division, 253rd Assault Aviation Division, 29th Fighter Aviation Division, 254th Fighter Aviation Division, 528th Fighter Aviation Division, 7th Reconnaissance Aviation Regiment, 411th Corrective Reconnaissance Aviation Regiment, 344th Transport Aviation Regiment, Subordinated Units and Groups 18th Aviation Corps 96th Assault Aviation Division 296th Fighter Aviation Division, 777th Fighter Aviation Division 140th Reconnaissance Aviation Squadron, 28th Sea Reactive Aviation Squadron, 19th Bomber Aviation Corps 33rd Bomber Aviation Division, 55th Bomber Aviation Division, 442nd Long Range Bomber Aviation Regiment, 443rd Long Range Bomber Aviation Regiment, 128th Mixed Aviation Division, 255th Mixed Aviation Division, 799th Reconnaissance Aviation Regiment, 19th Fighter Aviation Squadron, Coastal Group of Forces, 9th Air Army, 34th Bomber Aviation Division, 251st Assault Aviation Division, 252nd Assault Aviation Division, 32nd Fighter Aviation Division, 249th Fighter Aviation Division, 250th Fighter Aviation Division, 6th Reconnaissance Aviation Regiment, 464th Corrective Reconnaissance Aviation Regiment, 281st Transport Aviation Regiment,